Historically speaking, Honda has been looked to as the trendsetter, especially for compact crossovers, as the CR-V helped kickstart this segment in America back in the 90s, pushing buyers away from sedans. Now with pretty much every manufacturer competing in this market, such as the Volkswagen Tiguan, Hyundai Tucson, and Kia Sportage, the CR-V must once again set the stage and one-up its closest nemesis, the Toyota RAV4. Usually taking the subtle and conservative approach, Honda reimagined the CR-V as being something more than just your average run-of-the-mill crossover, this time focusing on key aspects that car shoppers in 2022 find most important in their next daily driver. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2023 Honda CR-V. "2023 has brought with it a myriad of changes for the CR-V. None more important than the all-new interior that immediately impresses and outshines the driving environment owners of a 5th generation are accustomed to. Taken from the Civic and scaled proportionately for the CR-V, the dashboard, center console, and technology come together to create a cabin that's not only plush and relatively premium for a crossover in this market, but also one that's inspiring and welcoming when you get behind the wheel for the first time. With our model being an EXL, we had the power adjustable and heated leather trimmed seats for both the driver and passenger. And compared to last year, the bolstering and support reflects the upscale direction that Honda has for this vehicle. And also drawing our praise is the premium leather wrapped steering wheel that complements the handling and cornering ability quite nicely. New is a half digital, half analog gauge cluster, where you can scroll through a wide range of information to customize this display to your liking. Then moving over to the infotainment system, the EXL will be equipped with the upgraded 9-inch touchscreen, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. But for those wanting onboard navigation and the Bose sound system, you will have to opt for the Sport Touring. Honda didn't deviate away from their traditional layout for 2023, as there will be physical buttons and a dial that controls the volume mounted to the left of the screen. And unlike some competitors who are embedding the climate settings within the head unit, you'll still have the row of buttons for the AC, front and rear defrosters, dual zone climate control, and heated seats mounted further down the dash. The rest of the interior is cleanly laid out, with a wider center console that adds the perception that the dashboard wraps around you. Instead of just being an affordable crossover, the new CR-V immerses you into a classier and homier environment that promotes quality but also encourages longer road trips. The CR-V has never been looked to as a sporty or engaging compact crossover, as buyers have returned to Honda's best-selling vehicle throughout the years for its affordability, efficiency, and reliability. The 2023 model, however, differs greatly from its predecessor, not necessarily when it pertains to performance or the powertrain, but the suspension and chassis for the CR-V has been stiffened and given some rigidity to provide a more refined and upscale driving experience. Rather than feeling light on its feet like last generation, this crossover feels composed on the roadways, and despite the noticeable body roll, the steering is decently weighted for a Japanese SUV, offering some feedback in the corners on back roads. A point of emphasis for 2023 was clearly the sound deadening, as the cabin is very quiet as you commute on city and suburban streets. But it should be worth noting that at highway speeds, the tires do produce a lot of road noise, which is something we've experienced from Honda in the past. Under the hood, the 2023 Honda CR-V is powered by the same 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that was found in last year's model, which produces 190 horsepower and 179 pound-feet of torque, and no changes for the transmission, as you will have a CVT. One of the improvements for the 6th generation was the responsiveness of the powertrain and limiting the droning that you'll experience when accelerating. The CVT does a better job at simulating the gear shifts when cruising around town, but there's still room for improvement, especially when passing slower drivers on the highway. The CR-V is not the most athletic or spry crossover. However, if performance is a priority on your list of must-haves, opting for the Sport or Sport Touring Hybrid might be worth considering, as its 204 horsepower and combined average of 37 mpg gives owners the best of both worlds of efficiency and improved power. For the past 3 generations, Honda has stuck to a successful formula, only making slight tweaks in the past 16 years to continue offering a vehicle that loyal customers will recognize. With newer and larger rivals such as the Volkswagen Tiguan and Hyundai Tucson, the CR-V was in need of an overhaul, not only to meet the demands of Americans, but to also re-establish its dominance in this segment. Compared to the outgoing model, the CR-V has grown by 3 inches in length and about an inch in width to better accommodate passengers of all sizes and to join the trend of bigger compacts. With this new generation, we see a departure in exterior aesthetics from prior model years, as the chrome accents have been trimmed down, but also the reshaping of the headlight housings and the enhancement of the front grille that now sports a honeycomb design adds an aerodynamic road presence. Unlike last year, you now have full LED headlights for better visibility at night. And overall, for the front fascia, the CR-V does look classier and more upscale. However, we do believe that the Sport and Sport Touring hybrid trims better suits this crossover, as its lower profile appearance and aggressive cosmetic features is more visually appealing than the EX and EXL. Then coming around to the back, the rear fascia is slightly more evolutionary and recognizable to the CR-V nameplate than up front. However, the one major change is the switch to LED taillights and the removal of chrome accents that did cheapen the look of this crossover in the past. Rather than making a bold statement, Honda stayed conventional, only making minor tweaks where it was necessary to preserve the legacy of the CR-V for its 6th generation. It's no secret that across the industry, vehicles are getting more expensive with each passing year, becoming less attainable for the average American. Due to Honda upsizing the HR-V that's now priced between $22,000 and $28,000, the CR-V has been slightly repositioned, cutting back on the different trims available in the US. The EX, which is now the base model, starts at just over $31,000. But the CR-V we had featured was an EXL with all-wheel drive, coming in at $35,260, which we believe is a bargain for 2023, as its upscale demeanor, updated interior, and improved ride quality makes the CR-V feel closer to the $40,000 mark. And in fact, the higher quality materials that Honda used for the cabin is worth paying extra over most rivals. The Honda CR-V has always found itself as being one of the best-selling crossovers in the US, going head-to-head with the Toyota RAV4 for the past 25 years. But with new competitors emerging, such as that Kia Sportage, Hyundai Tucson, and Volkswagen Tiguan, we've begun to wonder if the CR-V really is a class leader in the 2020s. Its value proposition has remained strong, as its reliability, practicality, efficiency, and affordability makes it a no-brainer for most car shoppers. But 2023 brings more than just the intangibles, as it starts with the retooled suspension and chassis that adds a much-needed sense of refinement and quality that we've never seen from this crossover before. Then throw in the classier and more welcoming interior, and now you have a vehicle that's not just family-friendly, but desirable in many ways besides just being seen as a necessity. Because of these improvements, we believe the CR-V sets a tone for where this market will be for the next 5 to 10 years, and without question is worth upgrading to if you currently own a 5th generation CR-V. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2023 Honda CR-V. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying a CR-V or any other compact crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.